This video tutorial is on data management. VideoSurgeon 2, like its counterpart VideoSurgeon 1, must convert all files that you open to an internal video file format. This means that you'll have two copies of each video on your computer, the original one and the converted one. And since video files are normally fairly large, and if you use VideoSurgeon quite a lot, it won't take too long before you're going to have a significant amount of disk space tied up with video files, and specifically with video files that are duplicates. To assist you in managing this issue, we have created an unused file cleanup system within VideoSurgeon. That system is found within the Options button of VideoSurgeon, and it is right here. And it is unchecked by default. So if you want to use it, you would select it, and then you would have to save it. Then that setting will be retained. Now, before you do this, before you enable it, please make certain you understand how it works so you don't create problems for yourself. So let's review that. If you check this box, VideoSurgeon will check all project files stored in the project path of your computer. The project path is found right here. It will check and delete any unused and converted video files. So all of your original video files, it's not going to touch. These are only files that are converted by VideoSurgeon for its internal use. Those files, if they're not used in a project file, will be deleted. So make certain that you understand that before you select this, because if you don't, the next time you go to open up a project file, it's not going to work correctly. The most important thing for you to understand is that when you save a project as a project file, save it to this default path. And it's pretty easy to do, because if you go up here to save, it opens to the default path. So as long as you save your project file, you give it a name, and you save it to this project path, you're going to be safe. You could even create a subfolder inside of this project path, and if you wanted to do that to better organize all of your project files, it would check all of the folders and subfolders inside of this project path. A couple of other things about this project path. If you change this project path to something else before you start saving project files, that's fine. You can change this to whatever path you want. For instance, you might have an external drive that you want to save these project files on. As long as you set that initially and then consistently save your projects to that location, that'll work just fine for you. However, if you start with one path like this, and let's say you work with VideoSurgeon for a couple of months, and then you decide later to change this path, VideoSurgeon will check only the project files in the current path that's in here. So that means it would forget about the fact that you have all the project files that you've previously saved in the old path, and then when it checks, it will end up deleting a whole bunch of these converted video files that are used by your project files, and you're going to have a problem. So the important thing is that you set a path, whether it's the default path created on install or whether it's a different default path that you put in here. But once you set it, you save your projects in this particular path and you don't put them anywhere else. And as long as you do that, then you're free to enable this feature within VideoSurgeon, and it will indeed help you manage your files and help keep your disk space usage to a minimum with regard to video files that are being used by VideoSurgeon.